pinayagan lang ng Senado umaten sa Kamara. Etong Kamara, parang ayaw nang ibalik sa Senado. Anong tawag nyo dyan? Bastos talaga itong Kamara. Naku, patay tayo dyan. Naku.
That if he returns in the Senate,
Tama, para ka kasing sumang-ayon dun sa sinasabi nung nako, yung ano na yon, yung sugarol na yon. Para ka sinasabi mo ngayon na, oy, sabi kasi nung sugarol, ayokong bumalik doon sa Senado kasi hindi doon safety, may mga senador doon. Oh. Sabi, di ba, inulit pa ni Cayetano sabi nung nagmamagaling na chair doon. O sige, magpangalan ka muna. Ganun-ganun yun O, so para bagang napilitan siya magpangalan para hindi na siya may balik doon. Di ba? Kasi kailangan ka magpangalan para hindi kayo balik sa Senado. O so nagpangalan siya. O, si ganito, si ganire. O. Tapos ngayon, hindi nyo pababalikin. Hindi para nyo sinabi na totoo yung akusasyon niya na hindi sa safety sa Senado. Bakit? May terorista ba dyan? Wala pala kayo Tuta pala kayo ng Oh. Senate President, tuta pala kayo ni Romualdez Magsara na lang kayo. Si Bryce Hernandez, yung DPWH guy, may sinabi na tungkol sa kila Jinggoy, kila pangalan nito si Villanueva na kesyo sangkot daw. Okay? At sinabi nila yan sa Congress. Although sa totoo lang itong si Bryce na-contempt na ito sa Senado. Okay? Kasi hindi nagsasabi ng totoo. Tapos nung pinayagan ng Senado na mag-appear sa Kamara, aba, tila itong Kamara na iba na yung kwento ni Bryce at tinuturo na ito mga senador. At ngayon, tila tinatago na ng Kamara, ayaw ng payagan ng Kamara na mapunta ho sa Senado uli para mag-testify. Naku po. Ang tanong dito, di kaya natatakot sila? Natatakot sila na etong si Bryce gumaya kay Diskaya at sabihin na talaga yung totoo. Kung sino talaga ang mastermind ng korupsyon na ito. Naku po.
Gago!
Ang tanong ladies and gentlemen, kaya bang itago? Papayagan ba ng Senate President na itago itong si Bryce ng Kamara ho? Nako. Ngayon nagkakaroon ngayong oras na ginagawa ko itong video to, nagkakaroon ng hearing usapin dito live dito sa Senado. Pero mapapanood nyo itong video ko na ito kinabukasan pa sa Thursday, 7 a.m. So kung nanonood kayo ngayon, Thursday na, 7 a.m. Pero gayon pa man, itong nangyayari ngayon ay live. Okay? Panoorin po natin ito po yan. Yan. Ito. Naku.
Seeking the floor, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. The last time I know that Bryce Hernandez was cited in contempt and was issued commitment order to the USAA detention room. May I know the whereabouts of that Bryce?
Ito ang context nito, ladies and gentlemen, si Bryce na-contempt. Na-contempt po si Bryce sa Senado. Okay? Pinayagan lang ng Senado umaten sa Kamara. Etong Kamara, parang ayaw nang ibalik sa Senado. Anong tawag nyo dyan? Bastos talaga itong Kamara. Naku, patay tayo dyan. Nako.
Hernandez right now, Mr. President?
Well, according to the newspaper accounts that I've read, I think they had our Senate President and the Speaker of the House had an agreement to commit Bryce Hernandez at the PNP Custodial Center at Camp Crame.
May
If I'm
I
correct,
clarify?
Mr. President.
May I clarify that quite accurate answer by Senator Estrada for the information of Senator De La Rosa and the public. Yesterday, after the hearing, during the hearings that they were conducting in the House, Speaker Martin Romualdez called me and said that their committee was allowing Mr. Hernandez to remain in the House and in the House of Representatives, and that he was requesting that he not be returned back to the Senate because of some fear for his life. That is according to him. So what I did was I asked the speaker what he plans, because we cannot allow that. I said he is under our custody and therefore he is in contempt in the Senate. Pag iniwan namin sa inyo, sabi ko, ibig sabihin niyan para namin pinawalan.
Correct,
Kaya
Mr.
hindi
President.
ako pumayag. Correct. So
Correct.
what I did was I asked the Sergeant at Arms to bring Mr. Hernandez to the PNP Custodial Center, and that is where he is now. Still under the care of the OSAA.
Mr. President, is there a possibility that we can commit him back here in the Senate?
Of course, during he's still under custody of the Senate, and therefore
Let him be jailed here, Mr. President.
indirects. We had to give in to the request of the Speaker that he be not returned here as.
Yeah, but Mr. President, I think
Bakit ka susunod sa speaker? Gago! Bakit? Equal branch lang kayo ah. Why do you have to hid with the... Ladies and gentlemen malinaw po. Si speaker ang nagmamaniubra. Kasi tinatanong ni Jinggoy, bakit doon sa PNP Custodial, if totoo yung sinasabi ni Senate President Soto na under pa rin niya ng Senado. O edi sana, ibalik nyo sa Senado. Ang sabi ni Soto, hindi, we have to heed with the request of the Speaker. Bakit? Anong meron? Utu-utu ka na ba ngayon? Sunod-sunuran ka na lang ba ngayon sa Speaker? Senate President ka eh. Equal branch kayo eh. Bakit ka sunod-sunuran sa Speaker? Ang labo naman yan, Mr. Soto.
as we speak, the jurisdiction of the person of Bryce Hernandez belongs to the Senate.
Yes, and that's why we can call him here anytime we need him.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah. Senator Alan Cayetano is recognized.
Mr. President, on that
Minority
point,
Leader is recognized.
may I know, Sir President, will that be the new rule? Because under the present rule, kung sino may jurisdiction, siya yung magde-decide. So for example, siya ay incarcerated under RTC. So magpapaalam tayo sa RTC kung pwede nating hiramin. So nagpaalam sila sa atin kung pwede natin nila hiramin yung witness. Kasi insulto po sa atin yung sabihin may mangyayari sa kanya dito.
Grabe, no? Soto, wala ka pala eh. Sorry pero manindigan ka naman para sa institusyon ninyo. Huwag mong hayaan na nagdidesisyon si Speaker. Dalhin nyo dyan. Ilagay nyo dyan sa loob si Bryce. Sila yun ang hiram eh. Yun ang sinasabi ni Senator Cayetano eh.
Nang una po, 24 tayo na lahat independent. Sinabi na rin po ng Senate President na ginagalang natin na independent ang Senate. Never naman po nagkaroon ng problema dito. ZTE, Pangulo pa. I remember dito, muntik kaming maghablutan if Senator Lacson remembers with former Congressman Andaya, with our other witnesses, with Secretary Neri. Di ba, parang may PSG pa atang pumasok, whatever, no? But we were able to handle it well and come to a conclusion. My point, Mr. President, is this. What if the reverse happens now? What if we borrow a witness from the House? Papayag, is that the new rule now? Na PNP custodial na? Or makikiusap tayo pabalik sa House? Because I don't think we should change rules without doing it either in caucus as a group.
Wala pala kayo eh. Tuta pala kayo ng ano eh. Senate President, tuta pala kayo ni Romualdez eh. Magsara na lang kayo.
But I see the wisdom, Mr. President, of your immediate action. I'm not questioning your immediate action, Mr. President. I'm just asking, moving forward, shouldn't we keep the old rule na kung sino may custody, yun ang mag-keep nung custody niya, Mr. President.
Yes, and that is the decision that the presiding officer made last night. Indeed, you are right. He is in our custody. Now, what we did yesterday was what we call parliamentary courtesy in accepting the proposal that he be not returned here but still under the care of the Senate. Now, in the issue of, let's say, keeping it here or the previous tradition that the Senate may cite in contempt anyone and keep him here. We have also placed a witness to Muntinlupa, if you will recall.
Yes.
We also even sent somebody to the Pasay City Jail. So I don't see any reason why we cannot commit this particular fellow to the PNP Custodial Center. But then again, I will leave it to the decision of the body. That was my decision last night. But if there is something that is a new decision that you would want, I will throw it to the body.
Mr. President, I respect your decision, and I will tell you if I don't. I have always been honest and told you what I thought, no? And I do agree that certain decisions have to be made right away by the Senate President at that point. And you do not want a constitutional crisis or ayaw natin mag-agawan ng witness sa gitna ng and it.
Ayun na no? Kakaiba rin to si Senator Cayetano eh. Sinabi na niya na, alam mo, naintindihan naman kita eh, ayaw natin magkaroon ng constitutional crisis. Kasi alam niya, napapalagan talaga ni si Speaker Martin Romualdez, itong pagiging desisyon ng Senado. Kaya nag-give way na itong si Soto. Ang problema dyan, ladies and gentlemen, medyo sablay po yun. Sablay yun sa tingin ko. Kasi unang-una, hindi naman po ito witness na pareho. Di ba? I mean, nasa inyo na eh. Pinahiram nyo lang. Pwede bang ipahiram nyo tapos ibabalik sa inyo pero ibabalik sa iba muna? Diyan lang muna yan. Huwag nyo nang ibalik sa inyo. Pinahiram nyo eh. Dapat ibalik sa inyo. Common sense naman yun. Soto?
And perception is important. Kung nakipag-agawan po kayo o tayo kagabi, it would appear na baka may katotohanan yung sinabi about senators, kaya pinipilit natin dito. The problem is, meron din kasing perception tuloy that by not having him back here, baka nga totoong ini-impluensya natin. But from my point of view, from my limited point of view at this point in time, when he was here, no one was talking to him from the Senate panel. But according to Senator Marcoleta, he got information that the witness was being asked to single out senators there. So only God knows if Senator Jinggoy is the good one or the better one. Only God knows the totality of accusations against Brother Joel. But what do I know? I know na si Brother Joel, 2016 pa lang, 2017, when I left the Senate to go to the DFA, speech na ng speech to tungkol sa flood control eh. Even President Duterte had a speech na ang problema ko, DPWH. And never tinago ni ni President Duterte. Nandun yun po nasa Facebook.
Ang linaw, ano? Yan ang birada. Iba talaga to si Cayetano. Yun na nga eh. Tama yung sinasabi niya. Anong point niya dito? Kung sangkot si Villanueva sa flood control project, noon pa lang, panahon pa ni Duterte, sabi nga ni Cayetano, nagsasalita na siya, may mga expose na siya about flood control project. Pinangalanan niya pa yung contractor. 'Di ba? Pinapangalanan niya pa yung ibang mga contractor sa mga anomalyang project aside from the ghost control project o flood control, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin, kung ako may tinatago, iiwasan ko yung issue na 'yan. Iiwasan ko yung usapin na 'yan. Bakit? Mauungkat. Hindi niya iniiwasan. Noon pa lang maingay na yan si Villanueva patungkol sa nangyayari sa Bulacan, yung baha sa Bulacan. Kung involved siya, ladies and gentlemen, bakit niya mag-iingay? Noon pa lang hindi pa ho ito issue sa nationwide Noon pa lang. Bakit? Pangalawa, eto, pinasok niya pa kay Duterte kasi alam natin na aside from senators ang target ng pagdinig ng Kamara, ay pati si Duterte, ang mga Duterte, pati si Congressman Pulong, target nila. Ito pa nga lang, noong palang panahon ni Pangulong Duterte, binabanggit na po niya ito. DPWH, ang corrupt, di ba, binanggit niya pa yung mga congressman. Sabi niya pa nga, naalala nyo, may time pa siya doon na pag si Pulong nalaman ko, magre-resign ako. Di ba? So, kung ikaw ay involved sa isang bagay, you wouldn't say that. Kung ikaw ay meron kahit kapirasong kasinungalingan, you wouldn't say that. Kasi madadali ka.
Nasa TikTok na sinasabi niya baka may ghost project pa. 2022, to be fair to our new chairman of the committee on the Blue Ribbon Committee and the Senate President, you weren't here at that time, but I'm sure you monitored it. Tinuturo naman ni Secretary Bonoan kung bakit nagkaganon yung budget at ba't suddenly lumaki na naman yung budget. No? So the point is, Mr. President, perception here matters. Tomorrow ba or the next day we will announce, I think Malacanang has already said they will announce a independent commission. The minority has not discussed whether we will support it or not. Personally, I support it. But just like Ferdinand Marcos Sr., he always asked the opposition for one member. Kasi kahit gaano ka-independent ang members niyan, kahit anong integrity niyan, tao pa rin yan Pwedeng may agenda pa rin yung mga yan. So we will discuss in the minority. For example, kung maglalagay sila doon, do they commit? Hindi sila tatakbo for national office in 2028.
Yan.
Baka may integrity nga.
Yan.
Gagamitin naman yung commission to run in 2028.
Nako, nakuha mo. Nakuha mo, Brad. Yung iniisip ko at iniisip nung iba. Marami na kasi nag-iisip di ba? Yung sinasabi ni Cayetano na itong si Marcos daw igagawa ng independent commission or na magtitingin dito sa lintik na flood control project na ito. Maraming naglilitawang pangalan. At syempre, ang isang lumilitaw na pangalan dyan ay si Magalong. Pero yung isang, yung isang side ng mga pumupuna kay Magalong ay baka gamitin niya ito for 2028 election. Sana hindi. And I'm hoping you do not run for a national post o national position. Kasi kung ganun, lahat pala ng mga sinasabi mo, lahat ng mga expose mo kuno, ay isa lamang palang campaign. So, I really hope hindi gamitin ito ni Magalong kung sakasakaling siya ang piliin at itong pag-iingay niya, baka siya ang, kasi baka mamaya, alam natin may mga litanyang ganyan na tayo'y pinilit ng taong bayan dahil sa mga korupsyon na nangyayari at kaya tayo ay napilitang tumakbo upang labanan ng korupsyon. Mga ganyan litanya di ba? Sana hindi. Sana hindi tumakbong national sa 2028 si Magalong. At this time, okay? Actually, ako bet ko siya sana na tumakbo sa national. Actually, dati bet ko yan na tumakbong for national. Kaya lang, yung purity nung kanyang advocacy for corruption, mababahiran di ba? Yung purity na ako ay anti-corrupt, mababahiran yun pag siya tumakbo. Sana lang, not this time, itong 2028. Siguro sa susunod, pwede. Pero ngayon, since ikaw na yung parang nagli-lead dito kuno sa mga malilinis na mayor. Kasi yun yung ano niya local government. Ako, stick with it. Panindigan mo, magkaroon kayo ng maraming Vico Soto, maraming Isko Moreno, yung mga tuwid na mga mayor. Di ba? Ipaglaban nyo yun. doon muna tayo. Wag na muna tayong tumakbo sa national or else, wala na. Talagang bahid na ginagawa mo ito for campaign.
Will they sign also that wala silang conflict of interest? Because some of the credible people now being interviewed are part of conglomerates and are working for oligarchs that also have their interests,
Yeah.
maybe not in infrastructure, but on other things. So ang point ko, Mr. President,
Naku po,
na-disrupt
matindi yung pasabog na yun, ha? Oh. Yung iba daw mga nag-iingay o mga ano ay parte ng mga oligarch. Nako.
We are practically addressing that already, right there in the bill. All right, thank you. Senator, are you giving way? Senator
you, Mr.
Marcoleta is
President.
recognized.
Yan. Yari ka pa dyan.
May
Isa
I
pa yan.
have the permission, Mr. President, to read your letter addressed to the House Infrastructure Committee dated September 8, 2025. This is to formally approve your request for Mr. Bryce Hernandez to attend your hearing tomorrow, September 9, 2025, 9 a.m. at the People's Center House of Representatives. We expect that he be returned safely immediately after the said hearing to the Senate.
To the
It's
Senate.
very categorical,
Oh.
Mr. President.
Yan yung sulat ni Soto doon sa Kamara na as soon as matapos nyo, ibalik nyo sa Senado. Ayan. Oh. Pumayag yung Kamara. Ayan, tanong, bakit hindi may balik ngayon? Huwag tayo magpaikot-ikot, tatakot lang kayo kay Romualdez.
Their request that he be called for hearing in the House of Representatives was conditioned upon his safely return to the Senate.
Oh.
There is no need for a motion, Mr.
Oh,
President.
tama! Oh,
I was still the chairman of Blue Ribbon Committee at the time, and it was very clear that we committed him to the custody of our Sergeant at Arms,
ah.
not in Quezon City, not anybody else.
Ayun!
And so, as already asked by Senator Alan, we are not supposed to change the rule.
Tama!
I move, Mr. President, that he be back immediately
Immediately.
to the custody of the Senate.
Ah.
Not only because this is the condition that you gave them, but more importantly, in order to erase the perception that if he is here in the Senate, he is not safe. I will reject the idea that if he returns in the Senate,
Tama, para ka kasing sumang-ayon dun sa sinasabi nung yung ano na yon, yung sugarol na yon. Para ka sinasabi mo ngayon na, oy, sabi kasi ng sugarol, ayokong bumalik doon sa Senado kasi hindi doon safety, may mga senador doon. Oh. Sabi, di ba, inulit pa ni Cayetano sabi nung nagmamagaling na chair doon, o sige, magpangalan ka muna. Ganun yun eh. O, so para bagang napilitan siya magpangalan para hindi na siya may balik doon. Di ba? Kasi kailangan ka magpangalan para hindi kayo balik sa Senado. O so nagpangalan siya. O si ganito, si ganire. O. Tapos ngayon, hindi nyo pababalikin. Hindi para nyo sinabi na totoo yung akusasyon niya na hindi sa safety sa Senado. Bakit? May terorista ba dyan? May papatay ba sa kanya sa loob ng Senado? Ayoko nang pumunta dyan. Ayoko talaga. Dapat tama si Marcoleta asisira yung perception na safety. Oh.
manganganib ang buhay niya. It is as if that we are giving credence to his statement,
Yon.
which I believe is not true.
Correct.
Mr. President.
Yan
Mr.
eh.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, with due respect to our colleague, Senator Marcoleta, there was an intervention. Actually, he was supposed to come back to the Senate.
Oh, sinong
But
yung
the Speaker
intervention?
of the House had intervened and asked if he can be kept in the House, which you did not agree.
The Speaker intervene. Tapos ang usapan. Tapos ang usapan. Gago! Hindi ako nagsabi, ha? Hindi ako nagsabi. Ito, ayan na. With due respect, sabi niya, nagkaroon ng intervention.
So, as already asked by Senator Alan, we are not supposed to change the rule. I move, Mr. President, that he be back immediately to
Immediately.
the custody of the
Ah.
Senate. not only because this is the condition that you gave them, but more importantly, in order to erase the perception that if he is here in the Senate, he is not safe. I will reject the idea that if he returns in the Senate, manganganib ang buhay niya. It is as if that we are giving credence to his statement, which I believe is not true, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, with due respect to our colleague, Senator
Ena.
Marcoleta, there was an intervention. Actually, he was supposed to come back
Ah.
to the Senate. But the Speaker of the House had intervened and asked if he can be kept in the House, which you did not agree.
Nag-intervene daw si Speaker. Bakit? Bakit? Natatakot ka? Na pangalanan yung mga dapat pangalanan? Ay, sus, halatang halata kayo.
And you said that we will put him in the PNP Custodial Center under the custody still of OSA and the Senate.
Legal custody of the
Yes.
Senate.
So
Still.
when he wrote the letter, Your Honor, wala pang intervention. So walang kasalanan dyan si Senate President. He was
Wala naman, hindi naman yun na sinasabi. The point is, hindi dapat payagan. Ikaw naman, subiri. Pero masyado ka namang masyado naman yan. Masyado namang bulaloy ang ginagawa mo kay Soto.
going to bring him in, but we are not bending any rule.
But
Because
the
the Senate
request-
President already has said the rule.
Mr.
which
President,
allows
the
us-
request of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is inconsequential here. Legal or otherwise, the custody must be here.
Yan.
They are only asking us to lend him to their committee. The legal custody is still acquired by the Senate. And then the committee was the one who ordered him to be legally detained in the custody of the Senate. The committee was the one who did that, not the Speaker of the House of Representatives. He
Oh.
could request that. But we are sorry to deny that
Maybe,
because
Mr.
the legal
President,
custody,
Mr. President, yeah.
legal or physical, is still with the Senate.
Mr. President, I
Yes.
think the points raised by Senator Marcoleta are valid. I think at the time, the witness had no fear of his life, but now he has fear of his life. We will guarantee that he's safe, even if he's in the Senate.
Mali
We
yun.
will guarantee he's safe.
Mali yun, anak ng wewe, oh. So, talagang aaminin nyo na lang na maaari siyang patayin dyan? Sa Senado, ganon? Wala pala, buti natanggal kang Senate President eh. Papayag kayo na ganon?
Safety if he's here in the Senate. But let's also be transparent, Your Honor, because I think the question there is kung meron bang mag-iimpluwensya pa sa kanya.
That
Diba?
was the point of the
Later on.
minority leader.
Correct.
There might be a perception that if he's here, he might be influenced by someone. That is also
Correct, Mr. President.
the minority leader made mention of that.
And that's why I believe the Senate President made that decision to keep him in a neutral area, which is the PNP
Wala.
Custodial Center. But then again, Mr. President, we're a deliberative body. If the body would wish him back here to the Senate, then we can discuss it further.
Mr. President. Yes,
Lagi nila sinasabi with the body kasi alam nyo marami kayo. Yun ang totoo dun eh. Pero the fact na nag-giveaway kayo kay Speaker, wala pala kayo. Boo. Wala na, taong bayan, wala na talaga tayo maasahan sa mga natin. Ewan ko sa inyo. Wala na tayo maasahan. Dati kahit papano, maasahan natin ng Senado. Ngayon, wala na talaga.
quick intervention.
Go ahead, Senator Lacson.
I would like to echo the earlier manifestation of the majority leader. Yung letter po ng ating Senate President was valid before the intervening event occurred. So we cannot invoke the letter of the Senate President kasi wala pa yung intervening event na mayroong request from the Speaker of the House. And the Senate President, using his own wisdom, granted the request. But we have not given the legal custody of Bryce Hernandez to the House. We still maintain or retain the legal custody over his person. And as I mentioned earlier, kung kailangan siya ng House, they will have to seek permission from the Senate
Again,
President.
yes, they are not in
Thank you, Mr.
custody.
President.
Yes, Senator
Mr.
De La Rosa,
President.
yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
You know,
Let Senator De La Rosa speak first. Go ahead.
we have a very sad experience, Mr. President. Because if the reason why the Speaker requested for Bryce Hernandez to be detained not in the Senate, because for fear of being influenced by anybody or any member of the Senate. Alam mo, Mr. President, Colonel Grijaldo nag-testify dito sa ating committee about the wrongdoings of the members of the Quadcom. Nagsumbong siya dito, Mr. President. And after he read his statement, sabi niya sa amin, Sir, can I be protected by the Senate? Dahil alam kong pinag-initan ako ngayon ng House. So, I share the information to the committee and even to the leadership of the Senate. But the following day, or the days after, he was required to appear before the Quadcom and he was cited in contempt. Nang siya ay na-contempt, kinulong siya doon. At nang kinulong siya doon, look what happened. Binubombard siya doon, pinupuntahan siya doon at sinasabihan na huwag yung gusto namin na mangyari, gawin mo na para makalabas ka na dito sa kulungan. Hindi nag-give in si Colonel Grijaldo. Kinulong siya hanggang natapos ang 19th Congress. So, Mr. President, sila ay takot sa kanilang ginagawa mismo.
Yan! Grabe!
Hindi po yan gagawain ng Senado na mag-impluensya ng resource person.
Suntukan lang. Hindi, alam mo kung bakit mainit ulo nito? Tama eh. Ginawa nila na nga dati yun eh. Di ba? Ayan na nga, kay Grijaldo. Pinayagan niyang lumipat sa kabila para tas kinulong. Di ba? Ngayon, eto na naman kayo. Uto-uto. Wala kang kwenta, Soto.
Never pa nangyari yan na mayroong pumunta doon sa baba, tinakot yung nakakulong contempt, cited in contempt na resource person. Gawain nila yan sa House of Representatives.
Nako.
Ginawa nila kay Colonel Grijaldo. Kaya huwag tayong basta-basta bumigay sa kanila dahil we should be independent from them, Mr. President. Hindi natin sila dapat sundin kung anong kagustuhan nila. We have to stand on our own. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
Yes, Senator Marcoleta.
noong pong September 8, 2025, ako pa rin po ang chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Ang Blue Ribbon Committee po ang nag-approve ng legal and physical custody nung ma-cite in contempt si Bryce Hernandez. Nung makiusap po ang Speaker ng House of Representatives sa inyo, di po ba dapat nakonsulta naman ang chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee? Dahil kami po, ginawa namin yon through the collective wisdom of the committee. Hindi po namin gawa-gawa yon. Kaya lang namin siya sinite in contempt sapagkat halos ipamukha na namin sa kanya ang mga datos. Ibinigay ko na sa kanya ang lahat ng ipinanalo at ipinatalo niya sa kasino. Pati yung ginagamit niyang dalawang ID na galing sa LTO, ayaw pa niyang aminin. Ganun po yung nangyari. Gusto lamang namin siyang turuan ng leksyon para sa ganun kahit papano baka maisip niya na dapat sana mapahiya na siya sa sarili niya kung meron pa siyang kahihiyan. Dapat naman sana nung siya'y mag-request ngayon sa House of Representatives, hindi po sa kanya dapat manggaling ang request kung saan siya magko-custody. Ang custody po yung natapos na. Nagsalita na po ang Blue Ribbon Committee. Bakit po hindi man lang nakonsulta ang Blue Ribbon Committee? Bakit kailangan po ang House of Representatives Speaker ang mananaig sa kanyang request? Kalabisan na po ba ang Blue Ribbon Committee noong araw na yon, Mr. President?
May I be clarified on what date that transpired? Yesterday or
September 8 po.
Monday?
Yes, Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Monday was the hearing here in the Senate. Monday, he was cited in contempt.
Yeah.
But the hearing in the House was on Tuesday, September 9.
Yes,
And as,
Tuesday. So in the evening, when yesterday, no. So in the evening, when the Speaker called me, Senator Marcoleta was no longer chairman of the Blue Ribbon.
No more, because we had already elected
It was
Senator
already Senator Lacson.
Lacson, yes.
Ibig bang sabihin po, Mr. President, nawawala ng visa yung ginawa namin?
Hindi. He's
Ganun po pala.
He's still in legal custody.
Dapat po,
Therefore,
igagalang po kung ano yung aming iniwan.
yes,
Doon tayo magsisimula.
Ang iniwan ninyo, cite in contempt.
Hindi
And
po.
illegal
Nasa
custody
legal
of the
custody
Senate.
na po ng,
He was
ng
still
House.
under the legal
ng,
custody of
ng
the Senate.
Mr. President, may I ask for a minute suspension?
Wala pala. Itong tapang ni Soto tsaka tapang ni Lacson, wala pala eh. Ha? O, sa mga bilib sa kanila, tapang-tapangan eh. Si Romualdez lang pala katapat nyo. Gago! Eh, totoo naman, di ba?
Yes, Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
The status is we were in debate about the status of the witness, Bryce Hernandez. Hernandez, Mr. President. So I think in consensus, would you like to make the motion, Mr. President, on where to? Yes, Mr. President. Therefore, yes. Can we recognize Senator?
Senator Jinggoy
Can I just make a
Estrada is
motion,
recognized.
Mr. President, Majority Leader? I move that we commit Bryce Erickson Hernandez to the Pasay City Jail, Mr. President.
I second the motion of the good
Any objection?
gentleman.
Chair is none. And the chairman of the Blue Ribbon concurs. Hearing no objection, the Bryce Hernandez is hereby
With the understanding. Mr. President,
the-
if I may, but just to put on record that it's with the understanding that the Senate retains its jurisdiction over that person, Mr. President. Just
Of
to put
course.
that on record, Mr. President.
Of
Thank you.
course, it has never been the opposite. He was always under our legal custody. So the motion is to transfer that particular person to the Pasay City Jail. Any objection? Chair is none. Motion is approved. The Sergeant at Arms is hereby directed to transfer Bryce Hernandez to the Pasay City Jail as soon as possible.
Just a manifestation, if I may, Mr.
Senator
President.
Estrada,
Mr. President, I think we have to ask the OSA to be strict in implementing the rules with regard to the visitation hours of a prisoner, Mr. President. No visitors allowed. Only
Lawyers.
immediate members of the family, lawyers, priests, etc., etc. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, the Sergeant at Arms is hereby directed and make a list of those who will visit him.
Yes, we'd like to
Thank you.
recognize Senator Marcoleta, Mr. President.
Senator
Grabe, no? Pumayag na lang sila sa Pasay na lang.
Marcoleta is recognized.
Mr. President, meron po pong isang isyong naiwan
Ano yon?
dahil noong September 8 po, while I was still the chairman of the Blue Ribbon, napagkaisahan po ng komite dahil sa noong September 1, kung maalala po natin, as chairman, I floated the idea na para makatulong po kung merong gustong lumabas na do sa 15 na kasama sa pagdinig, makakatulong po sila ma-identify po lahat ng mga kasabwat sa anomalyang paglalatag ng mga proyektong pang flood control. Pinload po natin yung idea na kung gusto ninyo, ay kinakausap na po namin ng DOJ, you may be provided by provisional immunity. Of course, pag-aaralan natin kung qualified kayo. Sa nakikita naman namin, basta hindi kayo most guilty at napakarami pong ibang mga requisites doon, tinignan po natin mabuti. After 1 week, Mr. President, dalawa pong mag-asawa, yung Diskaya, ang naggawa po ng sworn statement. Pero bago po niya nila gawin yon, ay siniguro ko po na talagang sila ay voluntary na gagawa ng sworn statement. Kaya yung pong kanilang emissary, sinabi ko, kailangan sumulat muna sila na talagang gusto nilang magsalita at walang halong pagsisinungaling ito. Yun ang option na gusto nila at narinig nila yung aming pinopload na option na sila'y lumabas bilang isang witness, a state witness. Yun nga po ang nangyari, Mr. President, hanggang sa sila nga ay tumestigo sa komite, dala-dala at binasa nila yung kanilang sworn statement. Nang dahil po doon, Mr. President, ay gumawa kami ng sulat sa ating kalihim ng Department of Justice. At yun nga po ay September 8, 2025. Gusto ko po malaman, Mr. President, ano po yung status noon sapagkat kayo na po ang pumalit na Senate President by that time.
Yes, the proposal and your intention is indeed, yes, it's laudable. We may be able to get state witnesses there, no? But,
So ayan po, ladies and gentlemen, ha, pakita lang natin, ha. Kasi para natin maunawaan kung sino ba itong grupo nila Bryce. Oh, ito, ha.
Pinunyag ni Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson na may connection si dating DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan sa contractor ng flood control projects. Sa kanyang privilege speech sa Senado, sinabi ni Lacson na may family business si Bonoan kay Candaba, Pampanga Mayor Rene Maglangke na contractor umano ng 2 bilyong pisong halaga ng flood control project sa Bulacan. Dating presidente raw si Mayor Maglangke ng construction company na Global Crete Builders. Ang anak naman daw ni Bonoan, opisyal din ng MBB Global Properties Corporation na pagmamay-ari rin ng alkalde. Dagdag pa ni Lacson, ang MBB ay ang mga apelyido nilang Maglangke, Bernardo at Bonoan. Wala pang bagong payag dito si Bonoan, pero una na niyang ginit na wala siyang kinalaman sa anumang anomalya.
May mga
Yan
Ito.
ang pala ang palaging depensa.
Ito pala yon. Sorry, pasensya na. Ito yon. Pakita natin, ha. Oh, wait. Yan. The Casino Boys. Wait lang. Wait. Sorry. Wait lang. Ayan. Ito. Okay, play.
bago na namang pasabog si Senator Ping Lacson, kabilang dyan ang halos 1 bilyong na ipatalo daw sa kasino ng mga binansagang BGC Boys o Bulacan Group of Contractors. Pati ang anak ni dating DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan iniuugnay. Naritong muli ang aking report.
Parang nakinikinita ko na, Mr. President, na nagtatawanan pa ang mga matatalinong gagong matching na ito habang nagbibiyahe papuntang kasino, dala ang kwartang kinulimbat habang naglilimas ng tubig baha papalabas ng kanilang mga bahay ang mga pobreng taga Bulacan.
Garapal, walang hiya, walang konsensya. Yan ang matinding
1 billion ang pinatalo sa kasino. Grabe, no? Ang lupit nyo, mga brad, mga sis.
banat ni Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson laban sa ilang opisyal ng DPWH Bulacan na nagwaldas umano ng halos 1 bilyon sa kasino.
Ang lupit.
Isiniwalat ni Lacson ang umano'y BGC Boys o Bulacan Group of Contractors na binubuo ng 5 opisyal na nilamon di umano ng sugal at katiwalian. Henry Alcantara alias Joseph Castro Villegas,
Alam ko, ang BGC Boys is Banateros Group of Company. Ano kayo maganda? Banateros Group of Ewan ko. Cristobal, ganon?
Bryce Erickson Hernandez alias Marvin Santos de Guzman, JP Mendoza alias PJ Castro Asuncion, RJ Dumasig alias Sandro Bernardo Park, at Edric San Diego. Gumagamit daw sila ng peking pangalan at ID para makapasok sa mga kasino. Base sa dokumento na nakuha ni Lacson, aabot sa 950 million pesos ang winaldas ng grupo sa iba't ibang kasino sa Metro Manila, Cebu at Pampanga.
Habang lubog pa rin sa tubig baha ang mga taga Bulacan dahil sa mga pangungurakot na mga ito, sige pa rin ang pagpapasasa ng BGC Boys sa pagwawaldas ng pera ng taong bayan.
Naku puta.
Walang
Shit.
kahiya-hiya sa katawan.
Mga walang ya.
Wala pong konsyensya ang mga ito, Mr. President.
Ito pa, ang tropang BGC Boys, katakatakang nanalo ng halos kalahating bilyong piso sa kasino. Ang swerte naman daw ata masyado, o baka may nangyayari din daw na magic.
Baka naman money laundering scheme. May report kami at ito ay amin pang binabalidate na peke lang ang pagdeklara nilang panalo.
Hindi lang sugal ang nakakalula, pati mga proyekto mistulang gawa-gawa. Gaya nitong flood control project sa Barangay Perez sa Bulacan. 92 million pesos ang pondo na award noong December 17, 2024. Tapos pagdating ng December 20, abay 46% complete na raw agad-agad.
May pambihirang talento at unusual speed pala
Ang lupit, ano?
ang mga taga-Sims Construction. O baka
Alam mo yung laundry na yan, ang ginagawa kasi dyan, di ba, magkukuha ka ng chips, di ba, bibigay mo ilang milyon chips. Tapos ilalaro mo lang ilan. Naibigay mo na yung pera mo, di ba? Tapos ilalaro mo lang yung ilan, tapos kung nanalo ka na ng konti, pupunta ka na ngayon, ikiklaim mo na. Tapos hihingi ka ng parang certificate doon, o na ipanalo ko ito. 'Di ba? So ibig sabihin, yung pera kung meron ka man, kung saan manggaling yung perang pinalaro mo, wala na, nandun na, napalitan na ng chips. Ngayon, pag i-question ka, kasi may panalo ko. Hindi pwedeng, kasi tandaan ninyo, 'di ba, sa mga bangko, pag magde-deposit ka ng certain amount, tatanungin saan galing 'yan, kasi nga pwede maging money laundering 'yon. Sabihin, yung perang galing sa illegal ay pwede mong i-deposit tapos i-withdraw mo in the future, mali yun, di ba? So ito, parang sinasabi, milyon-milyon, pag ilalaro nila kunwari, tapos sasabihin nila, panalo nila itong bilyon-bilyon na ito, yun, pwedeng sabi nga ni Lacson, maaaring money laundering yun, di ba? So, ito pa, mabilis ang complete, 3 araw lang, 46%, tapos na. Abay, pambihira, Parang si Plus to, kilala niyo si Plus?
may magic, Christmas magic, dahil magpapasko na.
3 buwan makalipas, naningil ulit ang kontratista dahil 89% complete na raw ang proyekto. Kahit nasa litrato, parang wala namang galaw ang proyekto.
No-brainer, ika nga, maliwanag na iisa ang larawan na ginamit at sinumite para sa 2 progress billings ng SIMS.
Ang isa pang pasabog ang Global Kit Builders na nakakuha daw ng mahigit 2.
Antindi na, no? After naging 86% na daw natapos, pero pareho lang naman ang itsura. Parang gago, no? Ayun, no? Di ba? Hindi, lang, naging blur lang ng konti ito. Parang nilinis lang. Ayop din. Hindi man lang tinanggal yung tao, BAI naman. Ay, nako.
Ng SIMS.
Ang isa pang pasabog ang Global Kit Builders na
Alam mo, importante rin ito, no? Para mapiga kung sino ang protector nilang politiko. Sino ang binibigyan nila? Kasi paano sila naaawarda ng ganong kalaking pera? 'Di ba? Paano sila nakaawarda ng ganitong kalaking project na yung halaga bilyon-bilyon at nakakalusot sila? Sino ang protector nila? Kasi I don't think it's just DPWH. Sigurado ko mas mataas pa. Hindi kaya si Bonjing? Tanong ko lang.
nakakuha daw ng mahigit 2.2 billion pesos na flood control project sa Bulacan. Pagmamay-ari yan ng pamilya ni Candaba Mayor Rene Maglangke. At pagmamay-ari rin daw nila ang MBB Global Properties, kung saan opisyal ang mga anak ng government officials, kabilang na ni dating Secretary Bunoan. Anak ni Candaba Mayor Rene Maglangke ang presidente. Anak ni retired DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo ang corporate secretary. At anak ni Bunoan ang treasurer.
Ay, grabe.
Kaya naman pala ang palaging depensa ni dating DPWH Secretary Bunoan, isolated.
Oh, hold departure order na kaagad dyan. Hingan nyo na kaagad sa DOJ. Naku po, maniwala kay sa akin.
Lang daw. Ayaw na siguro ni Bunoan na maungkat pa sa investigasyon ang Global CRIT.
Wala pang pahayag sina Bunoan at Maglangke.
Alam mo, DOJ ikaw ang bilis-bilis mo pagkakalaban ng i-hold departure order nyo at saka yung ang tawag dito, yung fini-freeze yung accounts. Ang bilis-bilis nyo, di ba? Pero pagka yung mga ganyan, nako, katagal.
Nanawagan naman si Lacson na sampahan ng kaso ang lahat ng sangkot, kontratista, DPWH officials o mambabatas man.
Oh, yun kahit daw mambabatas sabi ni Lacson yan Kaya mo kayang sampa ng kaso yon? Yung binanggit ni Diskaya? Nako. Ewan ko lang yun yung pakiusapan lang kayo na huwag nyo nandalin dyan sa Senado. Wala kayo eh. Ay nako. Bayan! Where na you? Here na me. Are we ready or are we not? Kailangan na natin nung magsalita, tayong taong bayan ay magsalita na po. Again, in a peaceful and legal way. We have to come together and protest against these corrupt officials peacefully and legally. Yung naaayon po sa ating konstitusyon na magsama-sama in a peaceful way para i-address na ho ito. Sana ho, pagka nagkaroon ng gathering, kayo po ay sumama